Michael. Ryan T. The other Ryan. Ryan Tharp. Okay. Emma here. Travis.
Here.
Jacob. No. Yes. No.
He's here.
Oh, okay. And Peyton. Here. All right. Thank you.
You all set then?
I'm good.
All right, cool. Well, Laura's not here today, so so we're going to do two things today. One which was planned, one of which will just be, ironically enough, all improvisation on my part. Help you guys out. So, but today we are going to be working on improv to start things out. If you guys have that blue sheet and everything, check that out. Otherwise, we'll be ready to set up here for you. And real quick precaution, if you guys can get out some hours, whatever that 12-bar blue sheet you guys have. If you don't have it, it's fine. We're not going to be working too much off of it just for your own sake. So, real quick, you guys can shout them out for me. I'm going to be writing here. Let's just name out the notes of the B-flat blues scale that you're working on. So we start out, obviously, what? B-flat. Thank you very much. What comes next? D-flat. D-flat. There we go. We're moving quick. Yes? No, we don't need one up front. You guys just need one for yourselves. Next up, D-flat, then what? E-flat. E-flat. Thank you very much. Up next. E-natural, yeah. E-natural, F. Keep going. A-flat. And finally, B-flat. There we go. Woo, we did it. All right. So, everybody, let's just play this real quick. Our quarter notes. Here we go. Now, if you guys still keep setting up, don't worry about it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right, now what I want to do here is sort of pentatonic scales. You've heard of them. Does anybody know what a pentatonic scale is? Yes. What's your name again? Jake. Yeah, that's 5 notes to it, right? So there's a couple different ones, but interestingly enough, we have all the notes right in here. So all I want us to do, we're going to play B flat. We're going to play D flat. Wait for it. We're going to play the E flat, F, the A flat. So we're only leaving out one note, right? So everybody, can we just play the B flat? I'll give you the notes as we go. I move my hand. You play the next note. Here's the B flat. Here's the next note, the D flat. What I was going to do, if A, I wasn't running late, and B, if Mr. Sawyer was here, was going to have this really cheesy, corny 12-bar blues track going in the background. But what we're going to do anyways, oh, we're fine, don't worry about it. Does everybody remember last time some ideas that we had on improvisation about either changing the rhythms or changing the notes and leaving the other one? Does that make sense? Okay, so we're going to go over that. What I want you to do real quick, find a partner from a section that is not your own. So I do not want 2 saxophones, I do not want 2 trombones. But I want 2 trumpets, or I'm sorry, I want a trumpet, sax, and so on. So quickly, you have 10 seconds. Find your partner and sit down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise your hand if you have a partner. Okay, who still needs a partner? Do we have an odd number here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Yeah, okay. Do you just want to join this group right here? Oh, alright, there we go. I'm sorry. Cool, that worked out fine. So, hey, guys, raise your hands. Listen up, please. Trying to move a little faster here. Here's what we want to do. We now have our 12-bar blues in front of us. we now have this minor pentatonic scale. Everyone say minor pentatonic. Minor pentatonic. It has this in it, right? Penta, which means how many?
Cinco.
5, cinco, yes. There's only 5 notes in the scale. So, what I want us to do with your partner, we're going to play one measure ideas. So we're going to start, actually, we're taking a step back. I need one volunteer. One volunteer. I work too much, so someone else. Yes, go on up. Yeah, it's all right. So, last time I was here, we were doing this. I was up here with a vibraphone, and I was playing some basic examples. So all I'm going to do, turn this guy out, and we're going to play some basic examples. I want you to focus on just the first 3 notes of the pentatonic scale, and just play them in a really basic rhythm, however you want. So all it's going to be is something like this. I'll start us out. It'll be do, 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 and we all repeat, all right? So you can use, we're using these 3 notes right here. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really simple. You can play hot cross buns on this scale if you want to. You want to do it? Come on, Jeffrey. Oh, come on.
Okay, I'll just pick someone because I don't know
That works
everybody. So, Sam.
Where's Sam? All right. Are you plugged in or do you want to do it on the piano? Does that work?
Am I actually doing something?
Come on, get on up. Good. These 3 notes right here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, just for now. We will expand it as we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going in your head. What I want us to do now, the goal of today is going to be working with a partner in an improvisation setting. So, we are going to be making a basic idea and expanding upon it. So, real quick, if you have your partner, I want you to spread out just a little bit. You can go anywhere in the room as long as you stay in this room. Stay far enough away that you can hopefully hear. You can bring chairs, find some on the floor, make it quick. You have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Everybody has anything? Thank you very much. So, what we're going to be doing is a similar thing. Mason, if you want to keep a beat for us, that'd be great. Thank you very much. And then drummers, we can rotate out so somebody's not just sitting there playing a swing beat this whole time. What we are going to do is a similar thing, except now, when you feel comfortable using the first 3 notes, I want you to add the next 2 in the pentatonic scale. And all we are going to be doing to start is mimicking our partners. So, raise your hand if you want to be partner A. All right, congratulations, you are partner A. You are partner A. You do not have a hand raised. Just someone raise your hand. It's really arbitrary. There we go. All right, partner A, you will be the leader in this exercise this time. And you will give 4 different phrases. So 4 times 2 is what? 8. Thank you very much. You guys are great at math. I love it. So 8 measures total. Then we will stop. So it's 1 measure. B plays the same thing. A makes a new phrase. B plays. All right? This is the starting step. Then we're going to move on. So here we go. First 3 notes is your pentatonic B flat scale. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. mind playing like just 2 for us?
Sure.
All right, here we go. Everyone's gonna listen in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. All right, round of applause. Thank you very much, guys. So, next up, what we're going to do, there's the next step in this exercise, which is going to be, you can change the rhythms, but you have to use the same 3 notes as the person. You cannot change the notes. So, same notes, different rhythm as the person that led. So raise your hand if you're player B in your group. If you didn't lead last time, you are now leading this time, and player A is changing the rhythms, not the notes. All right? So, for example, if we have this, listen up, please. That's the first one play. I can do. We're just expanding upon the ideas that are given to you this time, instead of creating your own. Here we go. Player B is starting. 8 measures total. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to try it one more time. Switch spots. Player A is now leading. Player B is now improvising off the rhythms and stuff given to them. Here we go. Player A is starting this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely vibraphone. We never hear it. All right, we're going to listen in this time. Who's going to start? All right, we got player A here and player B. We're going to listen. You guys have 2 breaks, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. All right, so this is a very simple tool that you can use. Change the rhythms of the person before you, or what you played last. Now, we're going to do the opposite. You have to keep the rhythm the exact same and change the notes. Remember, you can add the other 2 notes now if you want to. So you have 5 notes to work from, keep the rhythm the same, change the notes. Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. Cool. All right. Now, player B is going to start. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. You thought that was better? Okay, so, does anybody else want to volunteer to just kind of demonstrate this one to the group? Anybody? You guys want to play for us? Ah, come on. It's pretty easy. Alright, here we go. We're listening up to the front. Yeah, pretty good drummer. That'd be great. Thank you very much. Alright, so this is keeping the rhythm the same, changing the notes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Thank you very much, guys. So, we now have 2 different ideas. I'm not trying to make it like super cheesy with the class. It's just, nice to promote each other's self-esteem. Yeah. So, let's listen up real quick. With this, we can now take someone's idea. We can modify it with the notes. We can modify its rhythms. So, now what you can do is take both of those, do it at the same time, which means you're making mind blown, a completely different phrase. I know, right? Everybody say, wow. I know. And now you're improvising. It's not just that, but there's a lot to it. But these are some basic steps. So, what I want us to do now, we're going to take 2 turns of this. A's going to lead, B's going to lead, just like we've been doing. I think you figured that out so far. And you're just going to take a bar each, and you're going to play a phrase. And try and relate it to the person, but it doesn't have to be exact. So it's up to you, completely up to you, and free. All right? Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, good bass, ready? Obviously, you can't play if it's upside down. Here we go. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Improv was more relatable than it was before, or do you feel like the kind of structured improv was better? Like, or actually, not even 1 to 5. Just tell me which one you liked. Raise your hand if you felt better on the improv.
It's this one, right?
Did you like the last? Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, that was really wordy. I'm tired this morning too. It's Tuesday. Raise your hand if you like the structured improv. If you felt better with that. All right, I'm glad we got like 10 hands up out of that whole exercise. So, anyways. Oh, okay, thanks. So, now what we want to do, we want to expand the phrases. You don't ever play a one-measure phrase in music, right? Phrase is equivalent in a paragraph to what? A sentence, yes. So you want to have a musical sentence, a musical phrase. Everybody please listen up. So, we're playing, we're not just doing 1 bar, but we're mostly doing 2 to 4s. So, we're going to expand it 1 step further. You now have 2 bars to do your phrase, alright? Here. For now, yes. Try and stay within the pentatonic or the blues scale if you want to add the E natural. I know. Woo! You can add that E natural. But, stick to that scale for now. You can add something as you go. This is just to give everybody a guideline if they are feeling a little uncomfortable. So you have how many phrases? How long is your phrase? 2 bars. Thank you. We'll do it 4 times. So, yes, twice as long. 16 bars now. Here we go. 1. Player A will lead first. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, but that's pretty good. So, what I want you to do now, let's all go back to our seats. We're done with pairs. Thank you, though. No worries. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. All right, we're all back. So, how many bars are basic blues? 12. Which means, yeah, it switches parts, but crazy enough, you can play this over all of it. I know, right? It's incredible. You can change stuff too, don't worry. But, so, we have 12-bar blues. We were in 2-bar phrases. Let's do the math. How many phrases do you get a person? Several. Let's figure this out.
Well, 2, like, are we done? Like 2
bar phrases.
4. Okay, yeah, we did it.
Yeah, okay, cool. There we go. 6 phrases total. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to play a little piano with it, since we don't have the backing track. And I'm going to play our basic blues with the drum set. Will, do you mind playing bass for us? Yes or no? It really doesn't matter. If you want to improv, you're free to do that. Yes or no answers? Alright, there we go. Cool. And, just like we did last time, I want you to think now, instead of a 2-bar phrase, into a 4. So each of your ideas, try and come to a close. Don't just kind of keep throwing notes out there, right? Otherwise, you just look like someone splattering paint on canvas. I really don't think that's our most of the time. You can argue with me. You can argue with me all you want. But I want 4-bar phrases this time. So you have 3 ideas, okay? 3 ideas. Try and structure them like this. The first one, stick to one rhythm. The second one, stick to the same notes. You can do a 3, 4, 5 note phrase, but stick to that same sequence every time. The last one, the last 4 bars is free improv. Yes?
Do you want me to just keep time, or do you want me to keep that?
Just keep time for this. Alright. Alright, here we go. This is 12-bar blues in B flat. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's you. You are the winner. Come on up. Come on down. Alright. So we're just going to do the first 4 bars. We're not doing the whole thing. But we're just going to play the rhythmic idea for us. Here we go. This is the first 4 bars of the blues. 1, 2, 3. Rhythmic motif that he used. Raise your hand. Alright, play it one more time. If you can remember it. If not, play something else that's easier. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Does everyone have that idea in their head with the rhythm? Not the notes, just the rhythm. Yeah. On a concert B flat, here we go. 2-bar phrase that you did twice. 1, 2, 3. Great. Alright, who wants to do the melodic idea now? You can stay up here. We're going to have this interesting group solo. So, somebody else. I'll pick another brave solo if I need to. It's not going to be a trombone this time. Oh my god, I see the fear in their eyes. I see the fear. It's you. Are you okay with this? Alright. So, this is over the second part now. And all you just want, just like a hot cross buns or something, just the same 3 notes, you can change the rhythms. Alright? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. All right. So, can someone tell me what she was doing there? Or can you play it again? Just so we can hear it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. So, everybody, let's play those notes again. Just the first 3 notes in our B flat pentatonic or your blues. Either way, it's the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now, what are your two names? Nick? Alright. So here we go. This is the first 4 bars. If you can play it, join in. If not, listen, and we're going to do it next time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. All right, now, pick your instruments up. We're going to play the next 4 bars. Now, so that note pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to play those first 2 guessing records. Thank you very much. What we can do now, we can guide ourselves a little more in a structured solo by playing this together for the first 8 bars. The last 4 will be everybody's own solo at the same time. Okay? So we will play the rhythmic solo, then the lyrical solo, and then 4 bars of whatever you want. Alright? We're going to play it twice through. Twice in a row, no stops. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Cheesy, but we're trying to get everybody here to improvise. So, how did you guys choose what you did in the last 4 bars? This can be any, there's like honestly no wrong or right answer to this. Does anybody have any idea what they did? Or what they felt? Yes?
I kind of did stuff, I just did it because I thought it sounded cool.
Yeah, so eventually, isn't that just the whole goal of improv? So, like, I'm giving you these structures, but they're not there to just be like, okay, my first 4 bars are going to be blues solo. I'm going to play 16 notes, then an 8th note. That's like not what Duke Ellington or Coltrane or anybody ever does. That's just like an idea to get you going. So all those guys do is they say, hey, this part sounded really cool, and then they work off of it. But the idea is that they have in their head a theme that they thought of, and now they are developing it. So there's never a solo where they're just like, boom. That sounded awesome. That's not how it works usually. They usually have an idea. So, the point of all that was to give you guys some ideas to structure your own playing in a 12-bar blues solo. Did that help anybody out with their soloing, hopefully? A little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So, what I want to do next then, now that this lesson is like technically over, but now I have to fill you guys rest of the class. No, it's not okay. So, real quick, we're going to do 2 things, and then we're going to finish out with potentially a couple interesting little games. Do you guys have your music folders?
Yeah. Where's sitting?
Okay, I mean, I don't have them.
Oh, okay.
Where is it?
Yeah, if I can get his, that's awesome. And then we can work on some music. Do you guys have a concert? Yes.
Yeah, we do, but it's a long way out.
Okay, no problem.